Hi and welcome to another narration presented by yours truly, Cryptids Roost. Please be so kind as to throat punch the like button and smack the ass of the subscription button as well. And remember to tap that notification bell and then select all. That way you'll receive all notifications each time I upload a new video. So grab your coffee, sit back and enjoy the show. And don't forget, where fear is, happiness is not. Old Man's Last War. This awesome story is written by FREDDEGRAN. Old Man's Last War. All things must come to an end, and so soon this battle and my life will both meet an ending. It's just as well. I have been known as the best samurai swordsman in Japan for many years, using my dual katana fighting style. Using two swords is almost like cheating. Almost. But I don't mind cheating. Better to stab a man in his back and in his face, he will have less chance to defend himself. I cheated on women. I cheated when I gambled. I cheated in school. I cheated all my life. But such things matter very little when your life is about to end. The battle is almost over. The shogun is dead. I am now a ronin, a samurai without a master, and I must live in shame for all of my life. But that will not be very long. The shogun was young and reckless, a fool, and I am twice the fool for lending both of my sword hands and both of my sharp katana swords to his foolish quest. Blood and bloody ashes. With my dying breath I will curse his name, and I wish only that I could be alive long enough to piss, spit and shit on his grave. I am an old man now. I lived much longer than I deserved. I had my fun, killing, whoring, gambling, eating and drinking and smoking opium. War is a young man's blood sport. No place for a foolish old ronin like me. Damn, that shuriken, ninja throwing star, went awfully close to my face. My eyes are not as good as they used to be. It rains and it is pouring down an illegal amount of water. Rain. I always hated the bloody rain. Only thing worse is the snow. My reflexes are slower than they used to be. This young boy almost takes my head off with his sword. Almost. But my old wrinkly hands still count for something. In the very last second before my untimely demise, or is it timely? I am fucking old after all. I block his sword swing and return the favour with my own. I take his head clean off his shoulders with one swift, lethal swing from my very sharp katana blade. He is standing there like a headless chicken for a full second before he falls over. The sight makes me laugh, but my laughter betrays me. Fuck. I am an old masterless samurai, and a foolish one at that. My old ears betray me. Should have heard this ninja trying to sneak up on me a long time ago. In my younger days, I would have. And I would have turned him into mincemeat without hesitation some time ago. But now he is almost upon me. I can hear his bare feet splashing around in the wet mud in this swampland battlefield, filled to the brim with corpses. It will surely be a feast for crows and other animals that like the taste of humans' rotting corpses. I turn around, almost too late. My old age makes me much slower than I used to be. He goes for the head, and I block his sword in the very last moment. He takes off my right ear. It was full of hair and not much use anyway. Still, losing it hurts like hell. With my left sword, I make him lose both of his balls. It hurts even more, I would assume. His loud screaming indicates that it indeed did hurt. A lot. Good. I always hated ninjas. They have no honour. And that is coming from me, a samurai with no honour. He screams like he is possessed by the devil. I end his suffering by cutting his body into two halves, both of my swords swinging at his torso at the same time. His blood and guts spill out and turns the rainwater and the mud red. Red. I have seen a lot of that colour in my life, and it is all I will see for the rest of it. this brief period of time, but I must fight on. We lost the battle, but I must protect the nearby village for as long as I can. These filthy animals will loot it, burn it, and rape the women, possibly the children too. Many farmers will be murdered, babies growing up as orphans or slaves. I must fight if I can, give as many of them time, a chance to get away. Don't you know that you're lost, old man? A large fat man speaks. He appears to be the leader of a small brigade of bandits. 5 of them in total, including the leader. 5 against 1. I don't like those odds. Not even when I was young. 5 young men against 1 lonely old man. My master, the shogun, has fallen, but I still stand. I stand between you animals and the village nearby. It is full of innocent women and children. I will not let you dirty animals hurt and rape them. Women? Children? Since when does a samurai care about such things? 2 of the men laugh. One has only one eye and a pierced nose. The other has a long ponytail. I always hated piercings and shaved all the hair on my head. Having a long ponytail is a big disadvantage on the battlefield. It gives your opponent something to grab and hold on to. I can still take both of these clowns, even in my old age. None of them are trained warriors. Bandits usually are not. But I will live for only a short moment before death. Got to make every last second count. Every second is a chance for another villager to get away and escape safety from harm's way. Perhaps he has a family living in the village. A daughter, perhaps. Or hell, this old geezer looks old enough to be a grandfather. Fuck. The bandit leader is the only sharp tool in this box. He is on to me. I can't let him find my daughter or a newborn baby. No, we samurai don't keep families. We only love our sword and our shogun. You lie. I can see it in your face. After we burn and loot the village, I will bring your family here to this very place in the swampland and rape and kill them in front of you, unless you would surrender peacefully and work for me. I know he would never fall for such a simple trick, but it brought time. I can only hope it was enough time for my daughter and her baby. Men, attack the old man! The bandit leader roars out his command, and his bandits obey his command, like a pack of trained attack dogs. My left sword goes into the left eye of the one-eyed bandit. It pierces his brain and kills him in an instant. My right sword goes straight into the man with the ponytail's chest, as it turns red with his blood as his guts comes pouring out. A young boy attacks me. I block his sword with my left blade, then swing it again at his throat to end his young life. I don't even flinch. I killed young boys before, some younger than him, and girls too. Anyone coming at me the wrong way with a weapon raised in hand is fair game. Such are the hard rules of the battlefield. A big-nosed man comes at me with nunchuckers in his hands. He attacks me with them. I struggle to get the right sword out of the body of the ponytailed man that I killed with it, so I just leave it inside him. Smart move. The nunchucker goes for my right hand, but I drop the sword, and with my left sword I cut the man's ugly big nose right off his stupid fucking face. He screams, and I end his screaming with the shuriken right between his eyes. A perfect throw, but it was my last one. And the bandit leader and one dark-skinned man still stand. I go to retrieve my lost sword from the corpse of the man with the ponytail, but is welcomed by a spear poking out of the man's chest. The dark-skinned man put it right through his comrade's back and into my upper right arm. It hurts like hell. Perhaps the dark-skinned man used to work in a rice field, burning his hard-working skin in the harsh sunlight all day. It matters not. Skin colour or previous job occupation is of no concern in blood sports of war. Only life and death matter, and I wish to be alive for only a few more moments, so my family can escape and live a long and happy life, if there ever was such a thing as a happy life. At least their lives could potentially be better than mine, I think to myself, and I cut off both of his arms with a single sword swipe. The blood spurts out of the cuts of his stumps that were formerly known as arms. I feel the hot rush of blood spurting onto and pouring down my face. A moment of joy. one of few I have left in my old days. The next moment sure is not one of joy though. A harsh strike from the bandit leader's club to the back of my skull knocks me onto the ground. It's almost, but not quite, makes me unconscious. I feel a sharp pain as the bandit leader stands with both of his fat legs placed firmly on my arms, making it impossible for me to get up. I can only hope my last efforts were enough. One old man dies, so a village of young people may live and have a better life than me. When you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Don't forget, if you enjoyed that story, be sure to pop over to the author's Reddit profile and drop them a line, or even give them a glowing review. I'm sure they really would appreciate it. The link to their Reddit profile will be below in the description. Please be so kind as to throat punch the like button and smack the ass of the subscription button as well. And remember to tap the notification bell and then select all. That way you'll receive all notifications each time I upload a new video. Oh, and don't forget to share the video far and wide. This will all help with YouTube's algorithm and will help to promote this channel more. And don't forget to check out the merch store. The link will be in the description and also in the video thumbnail. And if you would like an honourable mention, send in a snapshot of yourself with your purchase and I'll feature it in one of the videos. I now have my very own subreddit community where you can submit any stories you've written. You can submit your stories or encounters either there or send them to cryptidsroost@gmail.com. If you wish to remain anonymous, that's fine with me. All the links are below. I also have a Facebook group, Twitter, Reddit, and you'll also find me on Discord. If you would like to support this channel and help make it grow, my PayPal is paypal.me/cryptidsroost. Again, that will also be below. And don't forget, where fear is, happiness is not.